Now I'll just give a couple more examples of a built-in array. First I'm going to clean a few things up. Okay, there's a spelling mistake. And this debug is what's showing us what's happening in the for loop. I'm just going to move that down there. That's all part showing the same thing. Alright, so let's just do something else now that we've learned about arrays and for loops. Let's populate all the values of this array with a for loop. So comment all that out. Now I'm going to create another for loop. I'm going to populate the array. I'm going to populate my array. Okay, so for. Now I've already declared a local variable down here. So if I try and use the same syntax, if I declare another local variable of the same variable name, we're going to get an error. I can even show that. Var I int equals more, I is less than my array length, semicolon, I is incremented by 1. Now let's just save that out and compile it out. And as I've said, there is already a local variable name with the name I, so I can't do that. I've got two options. I can give it a different label. I can call it T, I can call it S, I can call it my account. It's just a variable, okay? It's the same thing. So let's just use I. Now we've already declared it up here. Let's just use it again down here. So all we have to do is simply reset it. Because we've already declared it here. So we declared it, and then we've assigned it a value. Now, it already exists as a local variable within this function. So we're just going to reuse it again. So we're just going to reassign it to 0. So let's give our arrays some values based on this index just to finally finish it off. My array at that index position equals. Now let's just do something. I could say equals I. Oops, equals I. And that would be that. So it goes 0 to 9 for each value. So, let's just say I plus 5 times 3. That should give us some ascending integers that we can see populating into our array. So this is just confirming what we're doing here, giving a value at a position. But we're going through a for loop. We're doing it automatically. We're giving it some crazy values. So that's saved out. Let it compile. Clear that. And we're going to watch what's happening here. As you see, we've run the first for loop. So what's that? I plus 5, 0 to 5 times 3 is 10. That's not right. 5, 3 5s are 15. What's happened there? I'm looking at the size. Silly me. Okay, at element 0 is 0 plus 5 times 3, which is 15. Okay? And then we're going up, up, up. So there we go. We just used a for loop to populate the values of our array. And in the second loop, we've asked us to return the value at each position. Okay? So that's all working. Now as a final example, I'm going to do all of this in the inspector. Okay? If we look back to that reference I showed you before, the type of array shows up in the Unity's inspector window. This means that the contents of all a built-in array can be populated in the editor. Okay, let's see how we can do that. Let's fix up the script first. So currently we're manually in code, we are setting the size and we're populating. So let's just get rid of all that. I need those comments. So I'm going to comment all that out now. Okay, so now we're not declaring a size and we're not populating. And we've also taken away the declaration of our local variable. Okay, so this has not been declared anymore. Let's just fix that up. Now we need to declare it again, because it doesn't exist anywhere else in the function or outside the function. Okay, so in the inspector it says, so we have a size here. Let's just set it to a size of 4. And bang, it's given us 4 positions in our array of which we can assign a value. So 15, 7, 2, 1, 2, 3. There we have it. We've immediately, in the inspector, given our array a fixed size and populated it. So if I hit play, we should just get the debug for loop running. And there we have it. Our array size has a length of 4, and at each of those positions is each of those values. So that's how you can use a built-in array to store values from the inspector, but then use those values within a script. Now this is what I'm going to actually be doing in the next part of our MPC.